What's up, guys? Jared Marrero here for Before We're 30, and I haven't spoke to you guys in a while. I've been trying to nail down some awesome guests, no excuses, but we're trying to get those dates set in stone, and until then, sadly, no content. I'm trying to fix that, and so next week I'm very excited to make some announcements about new content that I'll be creating, centered around a little bit more than just the concept of Before We're 30, which is obviously about living life in your 20s. Before next week though, and before I can create new content, I've decided to do something pretty special. For the past 10 weeks, I've had some amazing guests on, and those guests have ranged from a variety of different industries. This includes a pro MMA fighter, an owner of a funeral home, and a PR lead at Nationwide. And to celebrate the guests that we have had on so far, we're going to give you 6 of the things that they've said that I think will advantage everybody in their 20s and younger, and even people over their 20s. They talk about life. They talk about a lot of things about organizing your life and how to be better at life in general. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I can't wait to make those new announcements next week.
I think it's real important, if nothing else, is you got to be happy, man. You have to decide what you want to do in this life, and you got to do it. You can't let anybody tell you not to. You can't let your circumstances, you can't let your financial situation, how you grew up, what kind of physical ailments you have. I watched a one-handed pool player the other day. One hand, man, wow. Playing pool. I watched
Speaking of one-handed, one-armed MMA fighter.
Yes.
Just won his first fight.
Exactly.
What?
I know. I watched this guy the other day, and of course it was online. I was watching him. He was a bricklayer. The man had no feet and one arm, and he's over here just scaling up. And I'm just looking at this guy like, I will never complain because my feet hurt. I mean, you got to be happy. You got to know what you want to do in this life. It's real important that you be nice to everybody in the process, and and you can't give up. And there's going to be a lot of naysayers out there that say you can't do this and that you're not able to do this. And the truth is it's not that they're wrong in saying that, it's that they don't understand. They weren't able to do it, so this is all they know. So they're trying to tell you that you can't. So it doesn't make them bad people for saying that you can't do this. It's just that they don't understand that it's possible. So you have to be, the person that shows them. There's a reason that famous actor goes in front of people, at high school graduations and says, look, understand, you know what? Everybody told me I couldn't, and they tell their story. But I did it, and it's important that you know this, so that way you know you can do it, So that's about it.
Yeah.
Comes and goes. You could wake up one day and feel motivated as hell to go and run a marathon, and you go do it. Like, that's great. Yeah. You can wake up another day and be like, yo, I don't want to do anything besides sit in bed and eat Oreos all day. And it comes down to mindset. Like, are you going to do that? Are you going to let your mind tell you, you go ahead and do this. You can do this. Your body will not really like it, but who cares? Like, you can do it. It's fine. Or are you going to have the mindset like, yo, I have plans and goals that I want to accomplish, and me sitting around all day watching Netflix, eating Cheetos and Oreos is not the way that's going to help me get to my goals and dreams. Like, I have everyone, not just me. There's everyone. Everyone has goals and dreams, and like I said, motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel really motivated, some days you don't, and that's just life. Some days you have good days, some days you have bad days, and it all comes down to your mindset, man. Can you tell yourself you want to do something and you do it? Can you tell yourself, yo, I feel like shit, my body hurts so bad, but I need to go hit this cardio session real quick. Can you do that? That's what it comes down. That's what separates you from, the other people. Can you do this? And not even just fitness, man. Everything in life. Like, if you mindset is so, I'm kind of going away from the topic here, but mindset.
No, you're perfect, because you're going exactly where I was going to go.
Man,
so keep going.
Mindset. I'm telling you, this is before you're 30. I see so many people. I'm not hating on anyone.
Go ahead.
You can do whatever you want with your life.
Yeah.
But if your goal and your mindset is to go out every weekend in college and party and drink and black out, and then wake up, go to class, and do the same thing over again next week, do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do with your life, if that's where your mindset's at, do it.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I'm on the complete opposite spectrum. Mm-hmm. I'm grinding. I'm trying to do what I want to do, so my future self can go and do these things that people are doing now, but at a higher level.
Yeah. Definitely.
I want to be partying in Cabo or or Paris or something. I don't want to be partying in a dorm room. I want to be doing this stuff with my wife, my future wife. Shout out my girl Sarah. But I want to do these things, on the extreme level. When I've like made it, when I'm successful, when I'm proud of where I've been. I'm not trying to waste these years. Like, I'm trying to grind now. Like, have that mindset that, I'm waking up every day and I'm grinding. I'm not letting these days slip by where I'm going out and drinking and, losing these days and I could be making progress towards my goals. Like, there's nothing wrong with that mindset. If you want to have the mindset of, I want to go out and drink every weekend, do it. Like, you're not hurting anyone else. Like, it's you. It's yourself. Do whatever makes you happy. But I just don't feel like that mindset works with looking.
I need to get him back in the chair and fix this.
And you explained this to me before we jumped on the podcast, and I said to you, basically the way you feel about barbering in the beginning was exactly the way I feel about editing. And you said, the first couple haircuts, I was like, man, I'm really bad at this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this sucks. And I feel like for me, it was the same way. Is like I edit the first couple of videos, and I realized like, man, this is not turning out how I thought it would. What was your thought, and how did you combat that? Like, how did you combat thinking like this didn't turn out the way it was? This didn't turn out how I would like it. What did you do to combat that?
I knew I had time, so I just gave myself a little bit of lenience and was patient with myself and wasn't in too big of a hurry to get great. Just practicing and getting better. Each haircut was the key. Yeah. Just say get better each haircut. My haircut's not where I wanted to be, so let me do better next time. I kept that as fuel because I don't want to give up if I'm not where I want to be yet.
Yeah, for sure.
We was like, all right, we just don't want to regret this.
Right.
You feel me?
So you got to make the best out of it no matter what, or else you're going to regret it.
That's interesting. I feel like in my life and when I look at other people's lives, I think regret is one of the biggest feelings that I think I strive to go against in my life, and that people really should strive, because I think regret is that feeling that you could have done something but you didn't do it.
It never goes away.
And it's
just guilt. It's just guilt of I could have done that and I didn't do it.
And it'll never go away for some people. People carry that on their shoulders for the rest of their life. Like, that's it.
What I'm saying. Do you know what's gonna
that kills people?
Kill you?
The worst
is that what if?
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like,
that what if.
The worst feeling to me is when I'm talking to someone grown and they're like, yeah, I could have did this. I had this opportunity.
I started taking that serious after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you're younger, when you're, high school, junior high, you don't really listen to it. You don't really think about it that much. Then when you get into college, you realize like, dang, like that's truth. It's truth that if, I don't do something, I regret it in the future, it's going to hang on me. It's going to hang on my life. So that's interesting that you said that, because I feel like that fuels me a lot. So you guys, it's this thought that when you're an entrepreneur, when you're starting something new, that time equals money thing is thrown out the window. Because right now I'm doing everything in my power to make my podcast more popular. That means giving money to it. That means going on other people's podcasts. That means sacrificing your time and effort, and you're not going to get that money back. That time and money thing, when you own something and you're trying to build something from scratch, is totally out of the equation. And I think a lot of people don't get that, and a lot of young people especially who are trying to start something new, they don't get that, hey, listen, for the first 5 months, you're not going to be getting paid for this thing, and you're going to be putting a lot of effort into it. So get used to it.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in, spend money to make money. Because, like tools is a good example. I'll spend, $300, $400 on a power tool or just a couple common hand tools, and, I'll pay them off. And then with those new tools, I can do new jobs on cars, which then pays me more money, so it'll pay itself off in the long run.
And I think the thing is that a lot of people understand the money investment. They understand, investing your money, then you get more a lot of people don't understand the time investment.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot where people get foggy of like, I have to put in 12 hours of work a day for something I'm not going to be getting paid for. That's insane. A lot of people don't see that, and a lot of people don't see that time investment is just like a money investment. After a while, you're going to get that time back, and you're going to get it back with being happy and building something from scratch. So I think it's very important.
Yeah, like hardworking real estate agents that are really on their grind and really care about, getting the customer into a good home, they make good money because they care. Yeah. So like the time I'm putting in now with this internship will pay itself off in due time. the amount of money I'll be making selling houses, if I'm consistent and I really keep up with it and I really care about it, will be double what I make now.
Yeah.
Which it's not like money is not happiness, but it's just like the fact that I'm working for free now is giving I don't know how to word it, giving me the ability to be one step ahead of everybody there's people that are like 30 and just not getting their real estate license and haven't taken any classes or haven't really worked alongside anybody. I'm one step ahead of them, which is being
huge.
so young is such a good idea to intern somewhere or get a job, work for somebody's family, or just find the time to be if you're passionate about art or working on cars.
Pursue it.
Yeah, take the time and intern somewhere that is allowing you to get that exposure. Because even if an internship's free, you're still exposed to that environment, which will motivate you to, in the long run, want to get paid and do that as a full-time gig.
Who you are. I mean, my high school principal used to tell me, Jarrett, you won't know your head from your butt until you're 25. And I'm like, man, that's spot on, boy. And I think that's true. Not knowing who you are, trying to find your place in the field, and having the self-confidence of knowing that at 20, every failure feels like it's the end of the world. And if you think about it, it's really not. The things that I got so upset about when I was 20 years old, I don't even think about now. Yeah. So that's my advice to everybody is like, hey, I know it hurts now, but man, just take a breath. Your pain is unique, and it's something that you need to acknowledge, but it will pass.